Hi everybody, I'm Al Rochelle and welcome back to the PCS Journal. Well, let's see, we're going into the second 9 weeks, if I have that right, a grading period and following what we call a new reading program. The program is called Reading Recovery. What is it? Well, take a look at this video as we follow Reading Recovery.
Absolutely. So we always want to house our behind the glass lessons inside the big idea of acceleration. So we want to create a discussion point to start. We talk about the child's strengths and where this child came in, and then we compare and contrast. We bring in current data. So we talk about, for example, just in 18 lessons, we have 2 children that have moved from a text level 0 to a text level 3.
And one of the goals of today is making sure that, just like print, that we see the space in between the words so it's easier for her to read. I did not see it. Is this for me too? Thank you.
And we asked the teacher at this point in the year to maybe share a little bit about what we might expect to see, what's this child doing well, and what do we want this child to learn next. And today they demonstrated a full lesson, a full 30-minute lesson with each child. This is a child that came in with 38 letters. So
it was honestly, at first, a little nerve-wracking because you know you would be performing, I should say, in front of your peers. But overall, it was great because it was an ability to get the learning from other teachers.
As a teaching point, so inside a running record, has anyone tried it again?
It wasn't as scary as I thought it would be. I kind of knew that once you got back there, it would be calming. My heart was still pounding a little bit when my student was smiling at the glass the whole time and looking at himself, but we got over it. So yeah, at first I was nervous, but once you got back there, you're with the student and you're in the moment. And
the police can go.
When we went to Campbell Park and we did a behind the glass lesson, it was the most amazing thing I've ever seen. We were able to be coached in the moment, and we were able to talk about practice and procedures for the program. Also, the kids were so excited to participate in Reading Recovery. It truly is an individualized program that will bring every child up to where they need to be.
And I was most impressed with, because the teacher did not ever say, no, this is not right, I want you to do this or that. It flowed, where the child will make those self-correction on her own, and the smiles on her face as she was reading, even though she felt that she could not read.
So we're always living in how is the child problem solving in reading and writing? So how are they using what they know to monitor? How are they using what they know to self-correct? How are they using searching to make a more integrated or complex attempt at a new word?
I think that the hardest thing that you hear a student say is, I can't read. And I think that that's probably the most heartbreaking. And at the same time, seeing the look of, put it right here, I just got something, and things that click that make it go, oh my gosh, this is why we're doing it. This is what we're doing to help them learn.
Let's go back and reread it. And what do we need to make sure is in between our words?
Space.
Yep, so where's a good perfect.
I think seeing how far that our students have come. I mean, we have students who have had 28 letters, and they're gaining more letter knowledge because it's so intensive. They're getting more than what they would have just from being pulled in a small group.
Plenty of time.
Like that. It's a game changer because it's an individualized what that child needs.
They're easy to connect to. You learn a lot about them that sometimes maybe even the classroom teacher doesn't know because they have 18 other children in there, and that one-on-one time, it boosts their confidence.
Either of those children may have sat down not knowing what was hey, this is a new environment, hey, there's a funny looking glass in front of me, but walked away with smiles on their face knowing I'm a reader and I'm a writer. Seamlessly through reading and seamlessly through writing, both students lived in, I can do this.
We also started the new school year with a program where we actually follow around a kindergarten teacher at Northwest Elementary. This is fun because the cameras are following her as she goes through different things in different parts of her career with your children. In fact, we're going to follow her to a pumpkin patch to figure out what do kids do when they go. They learn math, among other things.
They were all very excited walking in the room. They were like, when are we going? When are we going? When are we going? Is it time to go to the pumpkin patch yet? So we've been studying pumpkins in science to get the kids ready to come to the pumpkin patch. And in reading, we've been doing different read alouds to prepare them for what to expect when we come here today.
So have you guys been to the pumpkin patch before?
So this is a chance for the kids to take what we're learning in the classroom and apply it to what we're actually doing here today. So about learning about pumpkins, about learning about the crafts, about learning about sharing, and a lot of participating together with each other at all the activities we're doing today. They've also done a little pumpkin hop where they put the pumpkins between their legs and got to race down.
Find the side that has the big numbers and put your finger on the one. What number is it touching?
Another activity that they're going to be doing today is measuring, and that's something that we're going to be working on in math later on in the year, so it'll be a good thing to reference back to when we talk about the pumpkin patch again.
So I want somebody to guess what the biggest pumpkin in the whole wide world is. Our objective is to teach our students about how pumpkins grow and where they come from and how they can have a hands-on experience in our patch.
Oh, wow, you found
The science is that there's different varieties, there are different types of seeds, there are different types of growing conditions for all of our pumpkins.
Jamari, what did you think of this?
Good.
What are you learning?
Learning to see plants. That's really fun, and there's a lot of pumpkins. There's everyone that's growing.
Being here at the pumpkin patch is just that experience outside the classroom to help them with math and social skills and geography. They just offer so much here at the pumpkin patch.
The first full year in kindergarten, it's been a lot of changes and a lot of adjustments, getting them used to being in school, getting them used to sitting in their seats, getting them used to the whole structure of being in a classroom for the first time, also to learn how to be kind to their friends.
And finally, we want to take a look at something called an ESOL Community Resource Fair. ESOL stands for, and I got to read it to make sure I get it right, English for Speakers of Other Languages. A very important program here in Pinellas County. Let's take a look at the resource fair they had recently.
This is our annual ESOL Community Resource Fair. The purpose is to connect the families, English learner families, to the resources available in the community, to the resources available within Pinellas County schools, and all of that with the goal of closing the achievement gap between our English language learners and our other students. The community stands together to support the achievement of English language learners. We appreciate the support of all of our community partners. We try to eliminate all the barriers, potential barriers to achievement of our English language learners, to make sure that the families have what they need to support their students.
We are here today from the High Point YMCA to promote our programs for the ESOL families. The idea is to help have community impact, and so all are welcomed in our facility.
Specifically, we have the Pinellas Education Foundation has a lot of opportunities for our students. We have a Take Stock in Children scholarship program. We have traditional scholarships that are available for our seniors. So we just have a lot of opportunities for them, and we don't want them to miss out.
It's a way to unite the community, to show everybody that we stand together, and to show everybody our commitment to ensure the success of all of our students in Pinellas County schools.
Well, that's our show for now. I'm Al Rochelle. Thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself, okay?